Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a Democrat from New York, sparked controversy with a recent social media post drawing parallels between Jesus and the Palestinian people, while criticizing Israel. Notably, her post omitted any mention of Hamas or the hostages they held. In the story of Christmas, Christ was born in modern-day Palestine under the threat of a government engaged in a massacre of innocents, Ocasio-Cortez wrote, referring to Jews living over 2,000 years ago under Roman rule. He was part of a targeted population being indiscriminately killed to protect an unjust leader's power. Thousands of years later, right-wing forces are violently occupying Bethlehem as similar stories unfold for today's Palestinians, so much so that the Christian community in Bethlehem has cancelled this year's Christmas Eve celebrations out of both fear for their safety and respect, she added, though the area is currently under the Palestinian Authority's control. The entire story of Christmas and Christ himself is about standing with the poor and powerless, the marginalized and maligned, the refugees and immigrants, the outcast and misunderstood without exception, she concluded. Jacob Kornblue, a senior political reporter at The Forward, criticized Ocasio-Cortez for omitting Hamas terror and the victims of October 7th attack in his response. Pro-Israel activist Andrea Karshen expressed disappointment, stating that some people are turning Christmas into a social justice political issue, as reported by the New York Post. In November, Ocasio-Cortez joined 23 Democrats urging President Biden and Secretary of State Antony Blinken for details on de-escalating violence in the region during Israel's Gaza Strip invasion. We reaffirm our unequivocal condemnation of the Hamas attacks on Israel that took place on October 7th, in which Hamas killed over 1,200 Israelis and foreign nationals and captured over 200 hostages, who were subsequently taken to Gaza, the Democrats wrote. We also share dire concerns with the ongoing Israeli response, in which the Israeli Defense Forces have killed over 11,078 Palestinians, nearly half of whom have been children, they continued, citing numbers provided by Hamas. Bethlehem, the traditional birthplace of Jesus, announced the cancellation of its usual Christmas festivities in solidarity with Gaza and ongoing violence. The city council removed regular decorations in honor of the martyrs, according to a post on Facebook. Theologian Jonathan Morris criticized the decision, stating that it turned a political statement overtaking something that we, Christians and that Christians of Bethlehem consider to be so sacred. However, a spokesperson for the Bethlehem City Council told The Telegraph in November that celebrating is not appropriate while there is a massacre happening in Gaza and attacks in the West Bank.